theft is one of the fastest growing digital crimes in the world, with a 2017 survey showing that 6.64% of consumers had become victims of identity fraud at least once in their life, or about 1 in 15 people. With hackers being able to impersonate you digitally, having your identity stolen can mean everything from a ruined credit score to possibly warrant for your arrest. So how does one protect themselves in this ever more digital world? What can you be on the lookout for as you use the internet or go about in your daily life? Hello and welcome to another episode of the Infographic Show. Today we're taking a look at how hackers can steal your identity. Between 2017 and 2016, identity theft increased by 1 million, from 15.7 million victims to 16.7 million victims here in the US alone. Statistics say that identity theft occurs every 2 seconds, and a third of the time it's not even an individual's fault. In 2017, there were 1,579 data breaches, which exposed 179 million personal records from companies. Identity theft is an insidious crime to combat because the repercussions often don't happen immediately. It can take months for the effects to be noticed, and some people don't find out for years. With ID theft so prevalent, just what should you be on the lookout for then? Public Wi-Fi use. Cyber thieves will often target computers using free and open public Wi-Fi. They'll look for low-power electronic signals from your computer or smartphone, which can expose your personal information and password. Although it requires a thief to be physically near a device if the device isn't actively connected to the Wi-Fi, experts warn that you should be aware of suspicious people around you in public settings, such as a coffee shop or library with free Wi-Fi, as thieves will often use briefcases with hidden antennas and microphones hidden beneath tables to pick up acoustic emissions. Work chat. If, like millions of Americans, you work a digital job or work from home and use an online chat service to coordinate with your employer, be wary of what details you share online in unsecured chat channels. Chat apps such as Slack have been targeted recently and experienced security breaches, which exposed some of their users' personal information to would-be thieves. Experts suggest that you ensure any group chat app that you use for work is one that is end-to-end encrypted, with messages readable only on the sender's and recipient's devices. If your company's chat service isn't secure, it's best to make sure you consider changing chat platforms, or at the very least, ensure that you never share sensitive information over email or chat. Customer loyalty accounts. With brick-and-mortar retailers and online shopping platforms both offering customer loyalty accounts, thieves have long been drawn to these reward programs to glean personal information. Retailers have reported an increase in attempts to gain unauthorized access to reward accounts, which hold customers' sensitive personal information. Experts recommend that you share as little information as possible when opening a rewards or customer loyalty account, instead of providing every piece of information requested. And as always, a strong password is key. Make sure you update your passwords regularly. Don't use the same password multiple places, and use a complex, hard-to-guess password. Frequent flyers. A version of customer loyalty program for jet setters. Hackers have targeted frequent flyer miles programs to both gather personal information and even to book themselves free flights and upgrades. Again, the responsibility for securing these accounts falls primarily on the companies themselves, but experts recommend that you monitor any frequent flyer account regularly and use complex passwords that you change frequently to protect access. Identity theft is frustrating enough to deal with already. You don't want to be paying for your thief's free vacation to the Bahamas on top of it. Death and taxes. Every year, Americans have to do their taxes and file returns, and for identity thieves, tax season is their own perverted form of Christmas. Thieves will often send out fake emails from accounts that look almost like a real professional tax service, tricking people into providing personal information that they would normally share with their real tax service. But if that doesn't work, they'll simply call you directly and pretend to be a reputable tax company such as H&R Block. Even more brazenly, thieves will sometimes impersonate the IRS itself and threaten you, claiming there's an issue with your taxes and you need to verify key details before there's legal troubles. Experts warn that you should be on the lookout for phishing emails during tax season and verify the identity of any callers claiming to work for a company or the IRS. A legitimate problem can always be resolved by simply hanging up with the caller and calling the company they claim to be from or the IRS directly. Stolen wallets. This one is a no-brainer, but identity thieves will sometimes physically mug people, a crime that has been in steep decline ever since less and less people started using debit and credit cards and stopped actually using cash. But it's not a wad of dollars they're after, it's your personal details listed on your driver's license or any important documents you carry every day. Experts recommend that you limit what you physically carry on you and never make it a habit to carry your social security card or passport around with you. Snail mail. This one probably seems obvious too, but identity thieves will often target personal mail to glean details about your life. This can include everything from actual sensitive information or just enough details about you that will help them scam you in other ways. A thief can find out you're deep in credit card debt, for example, by stealing your billing statements, and then call you pretending to be the company processing your debt and know details like your home address, monthly payments, and exactly how much debt you hold. All information that can make it seem like you're speaking to a legitimate representative. Experts suggest that you ensure your mailbox is secure, a lockbox if possible, but always, if anybody calls you claiming to be a representative of a financial company, you can simply hang up and call the company back to verify. Friend fraud. Most people will fiercely protect their login details for any sensitive websites, such as their bank or credit card companies, but barely give any thought to the passwords they use for their social media. After all, what's someone gonna do with your Facebook account other than maybe post some embarrassing public posts that you can explain later? Well, hackers may not be able to steal your personal information directly by logging into Facebook, but they can and do fool your friends instead. Hackers may contact your friends and family saying something like you're on vacation abroad and lost your wallet. Can you please send some money right away? This scam is called social engineering and relies on your loved ones caring enough about you to try and bail you out of a difficult situation, only for the money to go into the pockets of your identity thieves. Experts suggest that you hone your BS radar if you receive messages like this and verify directly with the person over a non-social media channel that they're really in trouble or not. A simple phone call will let you know the truth most of the time. However, we personally recommend you simply have no friends, and if you insist on arguing about politics with your family every Thanksgiving or Christmas, nobody in your family will want to help you out of a tough situation. With so many clever hackers out there, your identity has never been at a greater risk. So in today's dangerous cyber environment, you need help staying secure.